I think it's very much like, how do you make yourself unique? I think there's certain people on the timeline, I think, don't look at another creator and be like, okay, I want to be the next whale from like the NFTs and the thread writing stuff, or even be the next Sam for the spaces. I think it's really double down on what you really enjoy yourself and what's unique. So whether that's picking a specific niche and just going all in on that niche, whether that's AI and finding unique ways to portray that information, that data, maybe through graphics, really trying to find a way to make yourself unique. Don't look to copy someone else and go in their vertical. It's how do you make your own vertical? I think that's the quickest way to fast track, and how we've seen other people fast track growth.
I think that short form content, it is the best way to bring attention to your other platforms. Like, you absolutely have to be making TikToks and YouTube shorts. I do think it's a lot harder to grow on Twitch nowadays. So that would be pretty tough to build a stream from scratch. And so it's just finding the platforms that are going to give you the most visibility. Having fun with what you're doing is contagious. People can tell if you're being authentic or not. It's all of the same formula, but you just need to sort of repackage it in a different way than you did, 5 to 10 years ago.
I would probably convince myself to be like 50-50 gaming and like new speculative Web3 thing. Like, I'd probably be making content right now on boop.fun because that came out like 3 days ago as of the filming of this video. And so I think that I love gaming so much, and I don't really enjoy making that kind of content, but purely from like I need to grow and I need to find ways to get sponsored standpoint. If I had no job and I was like, I need to be a content creator or else, that's definitely how I would approach it.
I think it's understanding the format, but then like there is like a specific way to grow on Twitter. Start small with the small ecosystem and like really serve that ecosystem very well, and then like broaden to the next level, right? And so if I wanted to grow really quickly, it was like, okay, there's this very hard, dense thing that's coming out, and I know it's coming out. I want to put notifications on, bam, consolidate it, like get a whole bunch of people to retweet it, because if it's a really good solid piece, people are going to, and then you just grow from there, and you continually do that until you have like probably around 10K followers, where you can start kind of like now facilitating content that like you actually want to do, and then like you can start like broadening and making it more generic and more personal as you go up.
Honestly, every platform has its own strategy, right? Like the thing I'm doing with TikTok now is completely different what I'm doing for X. But if it was on X, I think I would honestly just do the same. But I would have liked to start my Discord or my community a bit earlier, because I did it a year after. And if I did that at the same time, I think it would have grown much bigger. And I know it's a heavy lift, because you guys know how it is to take care of a community, a Discord. Like, it's so much work and it's so painful. But on the long term, it's just so much rewarding, because like it's so rewarding in a way, because you get to meet your community. It's very intimate. You get to talk to them on a daily basis. You get to know them, talk to them on a VC. And on top of that, you're building something tangible where people can see like, okay, this is my community. They're gaming in there, like they're real, like they're not bots or whatever. Like they're real people. So it's a long-term project, but yeah, it's definitely very hard to maintain.
I think like one of the best ways that you can genuinely like add some value and also help supercharge your growth is to make content for a community that you like. So for me, it happened organically, but like I made videos about pixels in, like crypto gaming. Saw it got well supported, which was nice, and then branched out more into Reddit and realized what great and engaged community they have and the great stuff they're doing. And so then I could both like add value to that community and they support it, and then that shows you to more people. I think that's quite a good way to think about it. I kind of didn't sort of do that massively intentionally, but kind of sort of thought as I went along, this is great for both parties. I think that's what it is really. Like, as a content creator, you're sort of there to serve an audience. So make sure you're kind of giving value as helping people and thinking long term without really asking for anything back. Like, you expect sort of nothing to happen for good. Like 3 months is probably a good like marker to just look. If you're like really consistent over 3 months, you'll probably have had a moment where you're like, that video did well, that post did really well. And then it's probably 6 months, and then it's a year, and so on. So yeah, I'd say make valuable content for a community that you like, and then you can support each other. It's probably a good place to start.